and a beautiful view of the famous Chicago skyline. An appropriate dramatic setting for our game today at Chicago Stadium. Welcome, everyone, to Chicago. This is Kevin Harlan along with me, Clark Kellogg. We've got David Aldridge joining us from the sideline as we get set to watch the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, this should be a beauty.
You know, each of these teams, Kevin, has a guy who is in the running for the league lead in scoring. I'm, of course, talking about two guys that don't need introduction, Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins. Going to be a lot of fun watching these guys try to one-up each other offensively.
And Clark, beyond just Jordan and Wilkins, plenty of other talented scorers on each of these teams as well.
Kevin, you make a very good point. I mean, these are two impressive high-octane lineups, which I think could result in this score really getting run up in a hurry.
This should be one to remember. And out there for Atlanta, Spud Webb at the point with Doc Rivers at the 2. At the forward positions, Dominique Wilkins and Moses Malone. John Koncak will be at center. And starting things off for the Bulls, it's John Paxson at point guard with Michael Jordan also at the guard. Then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant at the 3 and 4. The veteran, Bill Cartwright in the middle.
Expectations are high for Jordan and Wilkins in this one. They're both exceptional scoring threats, and I know their teams are expecting each of them to be the difference makers out there as they try to get the W.
You know, often, Clark, it's the team's respective leader who sets the tone for their whole squad.
You are correct, partner. So if Jordan or Wilkins can manage to get off to a hot start, that could spread to the other guys and get their whole team rolling early.
That's a good point. This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. Some fresh competition, Clark, for the Bulls and Hawks in the league this year, with 2 expansion teams coming to the NBA in Orlando and Minnesota.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, these teams are focused on the game at hand. That's pretty obvious, but this is a very interesting time for the NBA. A lot of new talent and a new landscape.
A lot of growing indeed. Now, here is Webb. That's tipped. Jordan outside. Grant trying to break free. Yep, that one goes. All right, Clark, Wilkins and Jordan. A couple of talented one-on-one players who are both going to be seeking mismatches in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, if you're on either of these teams, you've got to be ready to come at Jordan and Wilkins defensively. Don't let them dictate things. Low-effort defense, not going to get it done because they'll take advantage of that fully.
Oof, just 2 to shoot. Rivers can't get it to go.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And it's Grant that time on the assist by Pippen.
Boy, really good vision, very unselfish. That's why you run offense through Scottie Pippen.
A slow start for Atlanta in this one. It's a 5-point game. And now for a little background on this superstar matchup, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jordan and Dominique have met up in the slam dunk contest twice, each winning once. It was just last year that Jordan won over Dominique in one of the most talked about and controversial dunk contests ever. I know fans are hoping we'll see the tie-breaking contest between the two someday. Maybe they'll settle for tonight's game. Back to you.
David, I can see it in my mind's eye. Those two going at it. Clark, no question. They're 2 of the most skilled dunkers in today's game.
And, Kevin, it's just another thing that makes these meetings so electrifying, so must-see TV. Hard to beat getting to watch 2 gifted scorers like this go at each other.
And the athleticism is right just off the charts. The #1 objective, Clark, of this Bulls defense has to be limiting Dominique Wilkins' looks. They've got to contain that incredible scoring of his.
Kevin, you're all over it. Right on point. I mean, if Chicago can't disrupt his usual scoring, then they're in for a long night and some real trouble.
You know, Clark, in some ways, this game could come down to either Jordan's or Wilkins. And who scores the most? Outperforming the other could seal the game for their team.
And, Kevin, that's exactly what we'll be keeping a close eye on. Which one is leading in the point column? Because I agree, the winner of that duel very well could decide this thing.
Oh, what a duel it's going to be. Offensive rebound, Malone. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Jordan passes to Grant. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Yeah, I like how strong Grant is inside. I mean, not many guys want to fool with him down there.
The Hawks trail by 7. And now, first timeout call here for the Hawks.
During this timeout, they have to be talking about how to improve the offense.
Atlanta making some changes. Kevin Willis is checked in for contact. Barr comes in for Malone. And Smith subbed in for Spud Webb. Paxson against Smith. Outside Wilkins. Back to Smith. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And there's the call on Michael Jordan. That's his first foul. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shot from 12. Credit to these Hawks, Clark, for having a constant postseason presence these last few seasons.
3 straight second-round appearances, and then last year a tough loss in the first round. But I say don't let that fool you. These Hawks are a very competitive team.
They really are. Here's Rivers, following the basket by Michael Jordan. And Wilkins with the stuff. Obviously, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Clark, both apply great defensive pressure. You know, but the Hawks have some fast hands and some nice defensive skills of their own.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin. I mean, you think about Doc Rivers. If the Bulls aren't careful around Rivers, he could create a lot of havoc and force a bunch of turnovers. And in a contest between two very high-scoring teams, we know every possession counts.
Yeah, Rivers is like a coach on the floor.
He really is.
So it's Atlanta now, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Pass to Rivers. Back to Wilkins. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Paxson kicks to Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Jordan's got 13 points.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Smith. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. High post, Jordan.
Well, I love the effort Willis makes to alter that shot there. Solid work by him on the defensive end.
And so it's Chicago, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back, everyone, to Chicago as the second quarter gets underway. It's been an exciting game so far between the hometown Chicago Bulls and the visiting Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks trail by 11.
For the Bulls, they've got a new coach at the helm this season. With Phil Jackson, this is his first stint as a head coach here in the NBA.
Grant is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. That's John Paxson. And it's Cartwright in at the 5 spot. That's the group for the Chicago Bulls to start the second quarter. Now here's Jordan, and the shot goes in. Jordan's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bulls. Jackson, of course, a former player, a former assistant under Doug Collins in Chicago. And Clark, I hear he's got some interesting ideas when it comes to on-court strategy.
Well, Kevin, you know, he's certainly got some good pieces to test those ideas out with. There's no denying that. But what I think matters most is that the guys seem to relate to him and like him. Chemistry between players and head coaches is critical.
Well, you know, you played a long time, and you know how important that connection can be.
That's a very key deal.
Now, looking back at the opening quarter, Clark, Jordan managed to stay ahead of Wilkins in points scored.
Yeah, really good start for him, Kevin, in that regard, but can he keep doing that the entire game?
Right. Now, here's Wilkins, following the miss by Michael Jordan. And it's Wilkins finishing it off. Wilkins making a statement with that one, showing these fans that Jordan's not the only high flyer in town. Now, here's Jordan. 15 points in the game. Malone with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Malone.
Chicago ball.
Off the inbound.
The Hawks and the Bulls, when you look at the measurables of teams and players, pretty standard for the league, with explosively athletic backcourts and then quite a bit of size down low, too.
Wilkins passes to Malone. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins.
Assist.
Malone's got it back down to within single digits for the Hawks. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Passes it to Grant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. We were talking about size. Both of these teams start a 7-footer at center.
Yeah, you know, Koncak and Cartwright are very imposing at that position, Kevin. And then you get Grant and Malone are paired evenly at 6'10". So, hey, there's no way this game is not going to be physical in the paint.
Yeah, it'll be a battle for sure. Now, here is Webb. No points in the game yet for him. Rivers against Jordan. Rivers can't get it to go.
Well, you got to appreciate how consistent these Atlanta Hawks have been. I mean, season to season, even while going through some roster shakeups, they've been steady. I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Rivers passes to Wilkins. And it's good for two. Wilkins has got 4 points now in the quarter. Clark, as we know, last year the Hawks were able to hit 50 wins for the fourth consecutive season.
And, Kevin, I think that speaks to, obviously, the product on the floor, but the quality of their organization, too. I mean, these are players and coaches who just know how to win games. Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
Jordan against Wilkins.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Rivers. 6 to shoot. Here's Webb. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Jordan. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Carr, he's checked in for Livingston. Smith comes in for Rivers, and it's Tony in for Spud Webb. 1:42 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Jordan. That fall. Nice feed that time from Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists in the game. So far, Michael Jordan has been getting just about Clark everything he wants on the offensive end.
And that's not unexpected, but, you know, that doesn't bode well for the Hawks as Wilkins has been unable to answer Jordan with shots of his own, which I think says a lot about the job the Chicago defense is doing.
I agree. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
A low-key high riser, Kenny the Jet Smith. Gets up like very few guards in the league do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Here is Paxson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Jordan. And it's sent back by Wilkins. To the middle. Smith, the pass to Wilkins. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots. Right now, Dominique doesn't seem to be having much issue, Clark, working around the Bulls' defense.
And that doesn't bode well for Chicago. I think they've got to get a better handle on him, Kevin. They've got to corral him. If Dominique is just getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, that is terrible news for the Bulls. Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Smith kicks to Tony. Smith with it. Passes it to Carr. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Wilkins. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Chicago leading by 13. Jordan finds Grant. And the shot is good. Grant's got 4 this quarter.
A beautiful pass that time from MJ.
The pass to Wilkins. Smith wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple. And so is Michael Jordan making things happen for the Bulls. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We'll return shortly. So welcome back, everyone, to the third quarter of this contest between the Bulls and the Hawks, where Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins have been going at it. The Hawks trail by 15.
And as this second half gets underway, the defensive ability of the Hawks and Bulls only become more important. You got to limit your opponents down the stretch, and both of these teams have the ability to do that.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Webb, Moses Malone out there with Wilkins. Then it's Concap, and it's Rivers in at the shooting guard. Pass to Webb. Three on the clock. Shot clock at 3. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. Wilkins. And finally they hit one. Wilkins has got 12 in the game.
An outstanding finisher. Wilkins is at his best when he's attacking aggressively.
We were talking about this before, but Clark, some very capable defenders on both sides of the floor.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, the duo of Pippen and Jordan, so effective at wreaking havoc and forcing turnovers. And the Hawks have Doc Rivers, who can hassle ball handlers. He's physical as a backcourt defender, as well as Moses down low to eat that glass and block shots, too.
Both are fun to watch. Let's check in with David Olden. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Now, coming out of the half, you think about the rivalry between Jordan and Dominique. Dominique was, of course, the league scoring champion in 1986, but Jordan took that crown the next season, and he's held it ever since. Just another area where these two great players are going head-to-head. Back to you guys.
And we're the better for it. David, thank you. I wonder if either player, Clark, is thinking about that scoring title tonight.
My guess, Kevin, is that it's perhaps somewhere lurking in their minds, maybe more front of mind for Dominique, who I think would love to snatch back that scoring title.
I mean, listen, that is a huge label of success. So I can't hold either one of them. Can you?
No.
We're going over the numbers from the first half. Clark, Jordan was able to top Wilkins in scoring in the first and second quarters combined.
A critical advantage partner that he worked really hard to get. Not all of his hoops were easy ones.
Right, you're right on that.
These Hawks have a trusted and capable leader steering the ship, and that's Coach Mike Fratello. He won Coach of the Year for his work with this team in the '86 season.
Now here's Wilkins. 12 points for him. Pass to Concord. To the paint, here's Webb, and the rejection by Pippen.
Pippen putting in the work to get there for the denial. That was really a nice hustle play.
Here's Jordan. Good, and Grant gets the assist. 27 points for Jordan.
The assist.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Yeah, an experienced coach who knows his team inside and out. That's Mike Fratello. Clark, do you think that gives the Hawks an advantage?
I think it could, Kevin. I mean, Coach Fratello will have an easier time seeing what his team needs out there and will know what adjustments best suit this squad.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Michael Jordan's presence felt by every fan in attendance.
You can always count on Jordan to crank it up a little bit here at home and give these Bulls fans a game worth watching.
The Hawks trail by 21. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for them.
And they need to recover as soon as possible. When you think about Michael Jordan, you think about scoring, putting the ball in the basket. But he does a lot of other stuff out there as well, like moving the ball effectively.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him. They get Dominique Wilkins.
Dominique Wilkins.
Atlanta making some changes. Antoine Carr, he's checked in for Concat. Willis comes in for Moses Malone. And it's Tony in for Spud Webb.
Horace Grant. Shooting.
You know, we touched on it. Last year, Michael Jordan Clark was actually 8th in the league in total assists. He was a top 10 assist guy.
It's not something that comes to mind when you think about him, but it's very impressive nonetheless, Kevin. Shows you what kind of leader he is. He knows he's got to get his teammates involved and work well with them for his team to be its best.
Yeah, he's a terrific facilitator.
No doubt. And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
As we get deeper into this game, Clark, it has been all Jordan offensively, as we can see, leaving Dominique well behind him.
You know, I didn't think it would be this one-sided. I mean, Jordan has just been operating at a totally different level, and Dominique has not managed to match that intensity or production.
You're so right. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Wilkins. Back to Tony. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Rivers in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Rivers has got 5 points now this quarter.
Doing damage inside. Rivers absolutely fearless. Loves to take it up in there.
Grant trying to break free, and the basket is good.
Their offensive efficiency has been even better here in the second.
Here's Rivers. 5 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. And it's Cartwright with the rebound. Cartwright's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jordan, the pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Here's Grant. Rebound, Atlanta. Wilkins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's Rivers on the wing. Guarded by Paxson. Kept alive. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Now
And the Hawks making a change here.
Cliff Livingston. Kenny Smith.
Willis, the pass to Wilkins. The shot that time, not on target. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's Chicago ending the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back, everyone. We get into the fourth quarter of this thrilling game between the Atlanta Hawks and the Chicago Bulls. And this crowd is feeling it.
As this game wears on, you have to be so conscious of Michael Jordan. I mean, he's got something of a reputation for being a closer, and that's an understatement. He finds a way to push himself beyond his limits to come up with clutch points when his team needs it most.
We've got Cartwright. John Paxson is out there with Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. And it's Grant in a power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Livingston following the basket by Michael Jordan. Here's Willis. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Grant. Knowing that Michael Jordan likes to explode down the home stretch offensively, Clark, think the Hawks might increase the defensive pressure on them.
You know, it wouldn't shock me, Kevin, if they did just that. Just make sure somehow, some way, you don't allow him to put together a run.
Here's Livingston. The Bulls getting the bucket. Now, here is Tony. Here's Livingston. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Pippen.
You know, something I like about both of these teams, the Bulls and the Hawks, is the experience they have, the range of experience. I mean, you've got younger guys like John Koncak and Horace Grant, and then you've got the seasoned veterans like Moses and Bill Cartwright. It's a really good balance.
Now Smith, following the three-point attempt by Michael Jordan. Tony kicks to Smith. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Here's Koncak. Some solid defense from Grant. Clark, I've always wondered how valuable you think it is for younger players to get a chance to play alongside more experienced players.
Kevin, I think it's crucial and absolutely vital. Older guys have a way of being able to teach a young star so much about patience and which battles you fight and which ones you let go and how you carry yourself as a pro and all of the nuances of playing in the NBA. Good veterans can help young players set the tone for the rest of their careers.
Oh, that's a great answer. And slam dunk by Jordan. Michael's game goes to an even higher level when Atlanta enters this building. It's a rivalry that Jordan welcomes each and every time. Smith up top, guarded by Paxson. Kicks it out to Tony. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Tony's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Paxson passes to Pippen. Back to Paxson. And there's the pass to Cartwright with his first shot attempt. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Really like the effort from the defense. But Cartwright muscles through that inside opposition.
And the Hawks with possession here. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now Tony.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Clock at 6. The rebound by Jordan.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Count that one. Jordan's got 43 points.
And they have not let up. They are still in attack mode despite their sizable lead.
And there's 1:45 left in the game. Pass to Livingston. Now Smith. And here is Willis. Chicago grabs the miss. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Pippen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pippen's got his first 2 points.
Pippen showing you nice agility that time, working around tough defense, able to play through that contact.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. He kicks it to Tony. Pass to Willis. Back to Tony. There's the 3. Good on the triple. Tony's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Hawks.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
Here goes Michael Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Soaring up to to the rim, Jordan makes it look so easy the way he gets off the floor. But I can tell you, that's harder than it looks.
So it's the Hawks now. Smith, the pass to Livingston. Willis with it. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Smith. And here is Willis. He's covered by Grant. Shot clock at 6. Smith against Paxson. And it's Smith missing.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Here's Pippen. Good, and the assist goes to Jordan.
And this run has helped seal the win.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith up top, guarded by Paxson. Got a piece of it. And throw the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Love the pressure. He almost took it away.
Lineup for the Hawks, Antoine Carr.
Here's Livingston. Three on the clock. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Jordan. Inside. It's tipped. And the Chicago Bulls, Clark, managed to pull out the win here tonight with Michael Jordan delivering a terrific performance to overcome Wilkins and these Atlanta Hawks.
Thank you.
Yeah, Kevin, able to beat Dominique's offensive talents once again. Always special, though, to watch these two go at it head-to-head. MJ got the better of Dominique this time.
He did tonight. But looking beyond just the two stars, Clark, as you like to say, this was a team win.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, Jordan cleared and made the way, but the rest of the Bulls did a terrific job keeping up with him. And